We have built walls against manipulation. We have mastered our emotions. But now we must face the terrifying silence that remains, the void of distraction. Modern life is not a shortage of time. It is a surplus of noise designed to keep you permanently anesthetized. Every scroll, every notification, every empty content binge is an avoidance of the single necessary question: what is the meaning of my existence? To find your purpose, you must first refuse the anesthetic. This is the philosophy of radical presence. The digital economy uses your existential fear as currency. They bombard you with the siren song of the immediate small, easy pleasures that promise satisfaction, but deliver only temporary numbness. This instant gratification creates a horizontal life, always busy, always distracted, but never moving deeper. You become a specialist in surface maintenance. Your defense is a vertical drop. Choose the depth of one difficult task over the breadth of 100 easy distractions. Why do we accept this noise? Because beneath the surface of all human experience lies the existential void. This is the uncomfortable truth that life has no inherent, pre-written script or meaning. It is the fear of total freedom, the terrifying realization that you and you alone are responsible for creating your value. We use distraction to frantically wallpaper over this emptiness. The moment you stop distracting yourself is the moment you confront your own ultimate freedom. This confrontation is the beginning of all purpose. Viktor Frankl, who survived the void of the concentration camps, gave us the answer: the will to meaning. Life does not ask us to pose the question, what is the meaning of life, but demands that we respond to the questions life poses to us. Your purpose is not something you discover out there. It is a response, a unique task, a duty, a calling that only you can fulfill. The noise of distraction is simply a refusal to answer the call. The void is perpetuated by the trap of passive consumption. You consume endless content, news, videos, courses, in the illusion of progress without ever stepping into the arena of creation. The consumer mindset is one of dependency. The creator mindset is one of sovereignty. The most profound form of distraction is learning without application. It makes you feel informed, but keeps you safe from the risk of failure. Your defense: apply or delete. Everything you consume must immediately lead to an action, or it is useless noise. Albert Camus taught us to face the universe's indifference, the embrace of the absurd. Instead of collapsing under the weight of cosmic meaninglessness, you rebel by creating meaning. The world has no script, so you write your own. This is the ultimate existential act of freedom. Your life becomes a masterpiece of personal construction, knowing full well that its value is solely determined by you. Your defense is the creation of a personal code that cannot be shaken by the outside world. To hear your purpose, you must institute the practice of digital fasting. You cannot find silence in a noisy environment. You must actively carve out the space. Start small. 90 minutes of dedicated, undistracted work. A full Sunday without a screen. This is not mere productivity. It is a spiritual discipline that forces confrontation with the void. When the cravings for distraction hit, recognize them as the withdrawal symptoms of a mind addicted to avoidance. Endure the discomfort, and the true self emerges. Focus is not just an asset for business, it is a moral act. To fully concentrate on a task, a conversation, or a single moment is to honor the finite nature of your time and attention. Distraction is disrespect, disrespect for your own potential, and disrespect for the work or person in front of you. The sovereign mind is always present. By choosing total presence, you elevate the ordinary into the meaningful. Your greatest creation is the quality of your attention. Purpose is not a sudden flash of insight, it is the architecture of purpose. Frankl defined 3 ways to build this architecture. 1. Creative work, creating something of value. 2. Experience encountering goodness, truth, love. 3. Attitude, the stance you take toward unavoidable suffering. Your task is to identify which beams you need to reinforce. Stop waiting for purpose to arrive. Start building the structure that will house it. Your purpose is the sum of your intentional actions. The choice is simple: live as a creature of reaction, perpetually distracted, or live as a sovereign creator. The growth philosopher chooses to face the void and fill it with intentional work. Make a sovereign vow. I will not use noise to hide from the difficult work of defining my existence. What specific distraction will you eliminate this week to create space for your purpose? Share your commitment to silence and presence in the comments. Join the community that chooses creation over consumption. We will see you in the next video.